Hare Krishna. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We continue reading from Caitanya Caritamrita Adi Leela. We are on chapter 10, text 31. Damodar Pandita Shaka Premite Prachanda Prabhura Opare Yenho Kaila Vakya Danda. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Damodar Pandit, the 10th branch of the Caitanya tree, was so elevated in love of Lord Chaitanya that he once unhesitatingly chastised the Lord with strong words. So Damodar Pandit, he's been called as the 10th branch of the Caitanya tree, and he had so much love for Krishna that he is even chastising. He is chastising Lord Chaitanya out of love. Like how this month we are celebrating the love of Mother Yashoda for Krishna. And she's chastising Krishna, and Krishna is crying. He's afraid of her. And she has a stick in her hand, and she's showing him the stick. I'll beat you. And she's tying him up with the rope. So this is a relationship with Krishna. It's a relationship based in love, not to not to not out of anger or envy or enmity. No, but based on love. Danda katha kahiba age vistar kariya. Dande tushta prabhu tanre pathaila nadiya. Later in the Chaitanya Caritamrita, I shall describe this incident of chastisement in detail. The Lord, being very much satisfied by this chastisement, sent Damodar Pandit to Navadvip. Damodar Pandit, who was formerly known as Shaibya in Brajadham, used to carry messages from Lord Chaitanya to Sachimata. And during the Rath Yatra festival, he carried messages from Sachimata to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he is the messenger. Damodar Pandit, he's the messenger. Sachimata is Lord Chaitanya's mother. She stays in Navadvip. And Lord Chaitanya, she requested him after he took sannyas, she requested him to stay in Puri, Jagannath Puri, because she said there's devotees always coming, going. At least I will be able to get your news. So Damodar Pandit is carrying messages from Lord Chaitanya to Sachimata and Sachimata to Lord Chaitanya. And his eternal identity is being called Shaibya in Krishna Lila. He's formerly known as Shaibya in Vrijadham. Well, I'm not sure if it's in Krishna Lila or is it just that before he was called Damodar Pandit, he's called Shaibya. Probably that. Otherwise, it would have written Gaura Ganodesh Tipika. So anyway, he was before he was known as Shaibya, and now he's called Damodar Pandit. Kanhar Anuja Shakha Shankara Pandita Prabhu Pado Padhana Yanra Nama Vidita. The 11th branch, the younger brother of Damodar Pandit, was known as Shankar Pandit. He was celebrated as the shoes of the Lord. So the 10th branch is Damodar Pandit, and the 11th branch is his brother. His name is Shankar Pandit. And he's being called as the shoes of the Lord. Pada Upadhan, Pada Upadhan, shoes. Is Vidita, celebrated as the shoes of the Lord. Sada Shiva Pandita Yanra Prabhupade Asha Prathame Nityanandera Yanra Gharevasa. Sadashiv Pandit, the 12th branch, was always eager to serve the lotus feet of the Lord. It was his good fortune that when Lord Nityananda came to Navadvip, he resided at his house. It is mentioned in the Chaitanya Bhagavat Antya Khanda, chapter 9, that Sadashiv Pandit was a pure devotee and that Nityananda Prabhu resided at his house. So Sadashiv Pandit is the 12th branch of the Lord's tree of love. He's serving always the lotus feet of the Lord, and Lord Nityananda stayed at his house. When Lord Nityananda came to Navadvip, he stayed at the house of Sadashiv Pandit. Not ordinary thing. Not ordinary that Lord Nityananda is personally coming and staying at his house. Lord Nityananda is Balaram himself, and he's personally coming and staying at the house of Sadashiv Pandit. Shri Nishima Upashaka Pradyumna Brahmachari Prabhutanra Nama Kaila Nishimhananda Kari. The 13th branch was Pradyumna Brahmachari. Since he was a worshipper of Lord Nishimadev, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu changed his name to Nishimananda Brahmachari. So Pradyumna Brahmachari is the 13th branch, and he is a devotee of Lord Nishingadev. He is worshipping Lord Nishingadev regularly. So Lord Chaitanya called him Nishimananda Brahmachari. Pradyumna Brahmachari is described in the Antya Leela, 2nd chapter of Sri Caitanya Caritamrita. He was a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya who changed his name to Nishimananda. While coming from the house of Raghav Pandit at Panihati to the house of Shivananda, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in the heart of Nishmananda Brahmachari. So from Panihati, we heard Raghav Pandit, he used to stay at Panihati. So Lord Chaitanya, he would be traveling, he would be traveling. So he's traveling from Raghav Pandit's house to Shivananda's house. And then at that time, Lord Chaitanya came in the heart of Nishimananda Brahmachari. To acknowledge this, Nishimananda Brahmachari used to accept as eatables the food of 3 deities, namely Jagannath, Nrsimhadev, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is stated in Caitanya Caritamita Antya Leela, 2nd chapter, verses 48 through 78. So we are going to read more in detail about this pastime, about this personality called Pradyumna Brahmachari, who is renamed as Nishimananda Brahmachari. We will read about him in the Antya Leela. Upon receiving information that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was proceeding toward Vrindavan from Kulia, Nishimananda absorbed himself in meditation and by his mental activities began constructing a very nice road from Kulia to Vrindavan. So we will also read in Nectar of Devotion that we can actually worship the Lord in the mind, in the meditation. But we will hear that how that Brahmana is so very careful in his meditation. It's like absorbed in samadhi, taking care of all the details. So here, Pradyumna Brahmachari, in his mind, he's creating a beautiful road because he heard that Lord Chaitanya is traveling from Kulia, is going to Vrindavan. So he wants to offer a very nice road to Lord Chaitanya with flowers, with jewels, everything. So he's doing this samadhi. He's making this offering to Lord Chaitanya. All of a sudden. So, and it is a valid way of worship in the mind. It's valid. All of a sudden, however, he broke his meditation and told the other devotees that this time Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would not go to Vrindavan, but would travel only as far as the place known as Kanai Natashala. So, he was making this nice road because he thought Lord Chaitanya is going to Vrindavan. So he was making this road up to Vrindavan, but his meditation broke. He was not able to make the road anymore. It stopped at Kanai Natashala. That's how he's telling all the devotees, oh, the Lord won't be able to go to Vrindavan. He's just going to go up to Kanai Natashala. This is described in Madhya Leela, chapter 1, verses 155 through 162. The Gaura Ganodesh Dipika 74 says, Aveshas che tatha yeyo mishre pradyumna samjhna ke Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu changed the name of Pradyumna Mishra or Pradyumna Brahmachari to Nishimananda Brahmachari. For in his heart, Lord Nishimadev was manifest. It is said that Lord Nishimadev used to talk with him directly. So the reason Lord Chaitanya changed the name of Pradyumna Brahmachari to Nishimananda Brahmachari is because he had such a relationship with Lord Nishingadev that Lord Nishingadev is personally speaking to him. Lord Nishingadev is sitting in the heart of Nishimananda Brahmachari and speaking to him. They're having a conversation. He's talking to him directly. Imagine having that the Lord can speak to us directly. It happens. Many devotees have had this experience where the Lord speaks with them directly. And here, Lord Nishingadev is regularly speaking to Nishimananda Brahmachari. So he has that relationship with the Lord. So each of us have an eternal loving relationship with Krishna. Each of us have this relationship. We simply have to revive this relationship. We have forgotten it. We have to revive it. And the easiest method for reviving this love, this relationship, is by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. That is what all the Shastras declare. That's what all of them say, that in this age of Kali, the way to perfection is by chanting the holy name. Narayana Pandita Eka Badai Udar Caitanya Charanavino Nahi Jane Ar. Narayana Pandit, the 14th branch, a great and liberal devotee, did not know any shelter but Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet. Narayana Pandit was one of the associates of Srimad Thakur. It is mentioned in the Chaitanya Bhagavatam Antyakanda, 8th chapter, verse 36, that he went to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Jagannath Puri with the Thakur's brother, Sri Rama Pandit. So the 14th branch of the Chaitanya tree is Narayana Pandit. And he's described as a great and liberal devotee. And he's completely taken shelter of Lord Chaitanya. He's one of the associates of Srivas Thakur, and that he went to meet, Narayan Pandit went to meet Lord Chaitanya together with Rama Pandit. Rama Pandit is Srivas Thakur's brother. So we'll stop here for today. Did anyone have anything to add or comment?
I'm just
So
trying to
there are a lot
understand.
of,
So this is the branches, right? Like not the
yes,
branch, yeah, the branches, and how that individual is connected to Krishna Leela also, right?
that's right.
That
That's right.
every individual. So when we finish this, like about the branches, then can you just in a very small, we can do just the names of all the branches, like just when we finish reading about the branches of
Yeah, we
Chaitanya
could.
Mahaprabhu
Yeah, we
tree,
could.
right? Just like so that at least we know that this is one, two, three, four. At least we know
Yeah,
that
sure,
what
sure.
they are. Yeah, okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
these are the confidential associates of Lord Chaitanya. Yeah, we can do a review on that. Why they are being called branches is because that means they're so close to Lord Chaitanya and they have done so much preaching. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's why they're being called that. They are the close
So
associates of
that means
Lord
that
Chaitanya.
they have helped Lord Chaitanya a lot in
Yes, served. They've
spreading, right?
served him.
They have served him a lot. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
they've served him so much by giving
Hmm.
this love of Krishna to everyone.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Chaitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Shilpa Prabhupada
Yeah.
ki jai, Gaur Bhaktavinda
Jai,
ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Jai.